Well, it's a fact. Children who are well nourished from the very start are more likely to lead healthier, more productive lives. And isn't that what we all want for our children? And whether you plan to breastfeed your child or give them baby formula, the right nutrition is the key. And joining us this morning with plenty of knowledge to share on this subject is Dr. Tamika Maxwell of Pediatric Associates. Welcome. Good morning to you.
Thank you for having me.
Girl, I breastfed all three of my boys. I had challenges with all three of my boys, but I kept going with it. But the truth is, obviously, breastfeeding isn't for everybody, but it's important that moms-to-be do their homework before the baby even arrives, right?
It is crucial to do your homework. Your baby's nutrition is going to be one of the first and most important decisions you make as a new mom. So it's important to educate yourself with the potential challenges of breastfeeding prior to delivery to alleviate unnecessary anxiety and doubt.
Well, I had anxiety and doubt, and I also had very sore breasts because latching on was an issue for my boys, and I actually had to go see a lactation specialist to deal with that because I didn't want to give up. What are some of the main challenges new moms face?
One of the most common challenges is maternal anxiety. This is one of the main reasons that moms stop breastfeeding prematurely. They're concerned the baby's not getting enough milk, feeding may be causing too much discomfort to the breast, or they're getting conflicting information from family, friends, and hospital staff. Another challenge is the baby may have difficulty latching on and need some additional coaching. Also, some moms have maternal illnesses that make it difficult for them to feed, especially if they're on restrictive medication. And finally, as moms head back to work, they question how they're going to maintain their milk supply.
Yeah, that was hard for me at the time. I was a news anchor / reporter, so girl, in between stories, I was there pumping and saving the milk and freezing it to make sure that when I got home, I was able to still continue to give my children breast milk. And I know that for a lot of moms out there, working or not, there are many, many challenges. But I think here's the important point. Moms shouldn't feel guilty about not being able to breastfeed exclusively. But thankfully, baby formula is another option.
Most breastfeeding issues can be alleviated with education from your pediatrician and working with your local lactation consultant. However, there are some cases that you may need to augment breastfeeding, like when a child is not gaining weight adequately, they may have a deformity of the mouth, or moms may not be able to pump in their work environment. Other moms decide to stop breastfeeding after a period of months or decide that breastfeeding is not for them. The AAP actually recommends iron-fortified infant formula for all babies that are not fully and exclusively breastfed.
Tamika, this is an issue that you hear about often. The gassiness, girl, and the fussiness, and you're up at 2 a.m., watching all the late night, TV, trying to get the baby to calm down. And, a lot of moms do worry about this. What can we do about it?
So fussiness and gas are feeding intolerances that are actually quite common. Up to 70% of moms report that their babies experience these types of feeding issues.
70%?
70%. But it's important to remember that babies' digestive systems are immature, and as they grow, a majority of these issues are going to improve. Some feeding intolerances do persist. For the breastfeeding mom, she can try adjusting the position, burping more frequently, and even monitoring her own diet to help address these issues. For moms who use formula, there are plenty of formula options available. Today's formulas are specifically tailored to ease common feeding issues while still providing the complete nutrition your baby needs to reach its milestones.
And of course, I'm not a doctor. I don't even play one on TV. She's the doctor, but I'm sure that you would say if there are any concerns, always check in with your doctor or pediatrician, right?
For sure. You can always ask any questions and they'll be happy to give any information that you need.
Well, thanks so much for coming by and sharing this terrific information with us this morning. So good to meet you.
Thank you for having me.
And to learn more about nutritional options for your own baby, simply visit the website www.infamil.com.